All right, traders, this is an emergency update on Dogecoin. I couldn't make this video fast enough. I was about to make a video calling for this drop that you see right here. And yeah, it happened so fast that I wasn't even able to make this video, but I'm making this video now. As always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe so you never miss another one of these posts, even if they may be a little delayed sometimes because the markets move so crazy. But yeah, let's talk about Dogecoin right now. It's down 16%. If we take a look at the chart here, you can see we've taken quite the nosedive. And the thing is that this was our target actually here on Dogecoin of 0.0798. You can go back and check the Dogecoin video on that one. That was our target, and that was the reason why this was our target, because we knew that this level may be an area of resistance, and it sure as heck was, right? So we sort of tested this level for a little bit, dropped, came back into it for a retest, and now we are dropping once again. But the beautiful thing about this, of what's going on here, is that it's following the exact rules for every pattern. So the reason why I like these patterns so much that you see right here, this is what we call a W1 pattern, is that pretty much every single pattern has the same set of rules and the same set of expectations. So now that we know that this is acting with accordance to the rules of the pattern, meaning that it actually held that D point as resistance. So now we also have rules for what? We have rules for the targets, and the first target on these patterns is always the 0.382 or the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement. And as you can see, we already have tested that pretty much, and that is already acting as a level of support. So usually with these patterns, it goes like this, right? We have our pattern. Let me just draw one out really quick. Okay, price is this white line. So we go from here to there, and then we hit that D point. We come back down to that 382 level, which is the first target on these patterns. And then usually what we can expect is either a retest of that D point right in here, or just a blast through that first target. And if we blast through that first target, then we usually get a lower push down towards the 61.8. So what I'm saying here is that Dogecoin may actually be slightly bullish here in this massive drop, because it has a pretty big level of support under it, which is this 382 number. And if you can't see that number, that is 0.06245552. Okay, that is the exact level of support that we can expect to see on Dogecoin. And you can see we've already sort of tested it, and it's already kind of holding. So what we can probably expect from Dogecoin is, I think it's going to retest this. I think it's actually going to touch it, unlike last time, right? I mean, we haven't touched it just yet. I think we are actually going to test this 382 level and consider the 382 to the 50% retracement level a pretty big zone for support on Dogecoin. The reason for this is that, first of all, we also have some structure on the left right there, right? We have a higher high, right? A short-term higher high, not an all-time higher high, but we do have a short-term higher high, right, from here to there. So what do we expect when we get a higher high? We expect a higher low and then a new high. So we have that structure there as support. Then we also have the fact that we are in a pattern, and the patterns tend to turn around at this 382 as the first target. And then we also have the 50% retracement with the 50 EMA, which is on the 4-hour time frame. So this is the average price of the last 50 4-hour candles. Okay, all of that comes in this little zone right here for Dogecoin. So I'm actually pretty bullish on Dogecoin in here. If we can get a little bit deeper, I don't really like it up here because I do think that it has the potential to drop a little bit lower. But if we can get lower into this zone and then start showing signs of buying coming in, then this may actually be another good buying opportunity on Dogecoin, believe it or not, all the way up to around 10 cents, because that is the overall target in most people's heads, is at least 10 cents. So I think people are still going to be buying this no matter what until around 10 cents. If we also take a look at RSI right in here, you can see that we're right in the middle of that RSI, that 50 level, okay? That orange line right there, that represents a halfway point on the RSI. So the thing about the RSI, if you've watched my RSI video, I think it's the most popular video on this channel, so make sure you go watch that, is that this 50 level actually acts as a level of support for price. I know it sounds a little bit weird, but when RSI is right around this 50 level, it tends to actually bounce. Actually, here's a perfect example right here, right? When we come back down from being overbought, or when we come back up from being oversold, this halfway point on the RSI usually acts as either support or resistance, depending on, whether you're coming from the top side or the bottom side. And you can see that happening literally right there. So this is likely to happen again, right? So if we drop a little bit lower on Dogecoin, then this RSI will likely reach that 50 point, halfway point, and that would also be acting as a level support for a quick bounce on the RSI. And you obviously know that if the RSI is going to bounce, so is price, because RSI is derived from price. So Dogecoin, I'm pretty bullish on it. I think that we will be going a little bit higher here. I wouldn't be buying it personally just yet. I would wait for this little zone in here, right around 6 cents to right around 5 cents. That's where I personally would be buying this. That's my update for you guys on Dogecoin. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. And as always, if you want to check out our free Discord or donate to the Patreon and get some cool benefits as well, you can check that out in the links in the description down below. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.